I'm Connie Thiemann with the Eat Show, and we do have a lovely hidden treasure right here at Kaiser off of L. And don't get confused because I took Avenue K, but it's off of Avenue L. And I have Charmaine with us, and we're going to hear some wonderful things about Charmaine and the Vega Bistro?
Mama Vega.
Mama Vega's Bistro, that's right, and your salsa.
Yes.
What would you like folks to know about that salsa?
Well, the salsa is the only salsa in the United States that's been certified as a 5-a-day. So we don't use it as chips and dip. We use it as an ingredient to go into other products. And that's one of the things we promote is healthy eating, showing people how they don't need to add all these sodium and salts and sugars, but they can use the salsa as that staple ingredient. And many of our followers here, that's what they do. They'll call me and they'll say, well, you know, I need some more salsa because it's a staple in my house. And that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to get people to use it as an ingredient.
That's wonderful. And Charmaine, you were telling me some of the things that you put it into. So another specialty here, your tamales?
The tamales. The tamale that we do, the salsa goes actually into our masa. So the masa is actually a moist tamale masa. And we actually do vegan as well. Our salsa, we do the tamales where they're chicken, beef, pork, that we do cheese and chicken. We do vegan, and in our vegan one we have cabbage and spinach and broccoli and black beans and corn all in the tamale itself.
That sounds wonderful. I don't think I've heard of a vegan tamale.
Yep, and that was a creation that we did for some of the hospital. A lot of the people who come here, actually the staff, it's 20% vegetarian. But we have a few that were vegan, and they were like, well, we can't, you know, we don't have anything to eat. So I was like, okay, well, I'll come up with something for you. So that's how it came to be. And for those meat eaters, our other specialty would be we do a pulled pork sandwich where it's served with a coleslaw within the sandwich.
Oh, that sounds great. And is that a specialty today?
That's a specialty today. We actually have that today. And the other specialty that people love is our ceviche. So we have ceviche today as well.
Ceviche?
Ceviche.
What's that?
It's with shrimp and crab and salsa and lemon juice, lime juice, clam juice, and we put it all together and you eat that with chips or crackers or something, and sometimes we put it on top of a salad. We'll make that for some people. And then we have another specialty that we call our cabandwiches. And those are our sandwiches that we have shredded cabbage instead of lettuce and tomato. And the one we can't keep in is our chicken salad sandwich that we do because
Cabandwich. Okay.
Cabandwich. It's cabbage and sandwich combined.
Okay.
And with that one, what we do is we actually have vegetables mixed into our chicken salad sandwich. And our chickens are roasted as opposed to boiled. So you have the chicken that's already completely seasoned, and then we add more seasonings to it, then we add the vegetables to it, and then we add cabbage to that and put it on either whole wheat, grain, or whatever type of bread. We usually carry about 10 different breads that people can choose from.
That's scrumptious. Wow. So it really does feel like a hidden place, but it's open to the public, right?
It's open to the public, and people can call ahead for their orders. We have a lot of people who found us out now, and because we have so many people coming in and sometimes it gets backlogged, they know to call us and just give us their name and what they would like, and we'll have it ready for them. And the people who come all the time, we have special cards. It's kind of like having your personal chef. They just call in, like one of the doctors who comes in all the time, you know, he'll say, you know, hi, this is, you know, Dr. Hyatt or Dr. whomever. And then we just know to pull his card and prepare his meal the way he likes his meal. He comes in, he picks it up, and he goes. So that way, that's our VIP special that we do.
That's lovely. So you really cater to the customer and not just here at Kaiser, but even outside clients.
That's correct. That's correct. We have people traveling from all over. Some of them will tell us they're going on vacation for 2 weeks, but they'll be back on this date. Can we have tamales ready, or can you have this ready for me at this particular time, or I'm, you know, going to be visiting back in town. And they'll give us a call, and then we'll know to have that ready, and we keep that on our little board so that we know, and we have a calendar so we know on which day which customers are coming in, and then we'll have it ready for them at the specified time.
That's a wonderful service for your customers. So I see on the menu, does it change daily at the bistro?
The bistro, it changes daily. It depends on what I feel like eating.
That's good.
So it's pretty much that, although we do have certain people that'll call in and say, well, I'll be coming into town on this day, can you have this? And we will actually put it on the menu for that day is what we'll do. But it does change daily. We have lasagna certain days, we'll just decide we want lasagna, or we'll decide we want the pork, or we have stuffed flounder with crab. We do all kinds of dishes. We do what we call international fusion. And I take the salsa and put it into other nationality type of products, which would be, for example, a hummus. We'll make a hummus, which is a Greek food, but we'll put the salsa in that. Or I'll do a pozole, but my salsa will go in that. Or I'll do a matzo ball soup, which is Jewish, and we'll do a chicken soup, but the salsa will go into that.
That's lovely. So the salsa, you said we can buy it by the container full?
You can buy the container full from us, or you can buy it at Costco, because it's also sold at Costco. We have it at Costco Victorville and Costco Lancaster.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
You mentioned about local, and I know there's some other services you do here locally.
Yes, what we do is we've partnered with several of the farmers, and so now I have the local honey that we're bringing in from one of the farmers. When cherry season comes into town out of Leona Valley, we'll be pulling those in from the Bright Farms that's out there. In Little Rock, we also have Youngblood Farms that has the apples and the peaches and the plums and all those when those come into season. And several of the other farmers around, we've actually contacted them. Also, Leona Valley Wheatery is looking to come on board with us to start pairing foods and giving people suggestion, and as well as I'll be doing catering for them, because we do offer a catering service, and we call ourselves the Healthy Caterer. And we try to make food so that no matter who the person is at your party, they can eat, anyone can eat all the foods, is what we try to do. So even if a person is diabetic or not a diabetic or whatever, everybody will be able to enjoy it. No one is singled out.
Are you actually one of the chefs too? Are you still cooking, or you've trained?
I do all the cooking.
You do all the cooking?
I do all the cooking right now. I'm in the process of training my staff on how to cook and how to do it and what to put together and why certain flavorings or why not the salt. We use garlic salt as opposed to regular salt, and we use a brand that's more garlic than salt. So
for the flavor.
For the flavor. So we try to do that, and we'll usually have garlic, granulated garlic that we try to encourage people to use, or onions. So we use a lot of the herbs, spices and herbs to try to enhance the flavors so that they have more what they call a nutraceutical, which is the nutritional value of foods. And that's really what the salsa is all about. It's considered a nutraceutical or value-added superfood.
When you think of salsa, you most likely think of chips and salsa, probably not as a vegetable, or for that matter, on a pizza. Actually, it's like having 5 vegetable toppings in one. Now that's a healthy pizza. Healthy because it's all natural ingredients and no preservatives or additives. Here's a good way to eat your daily required servings of vegetables by incorporating salsa into the meals you already eat. Now let's be creative. Mix Mama Vega's salsa in a meatloaf, and your serving of vegetables is already in your meal. Which brings us to Mama Vega's Bistro. Here, you're not limited to the menu or even the salsa. As we always say, if it's in the fridge, consider it yours. So, we're not the typical bistro as we accommodate to your individual dietary needs. Let's just say it's like having your own personal chef. Whoever created the saying, "You are what you eat," had to be related to Mama Vega.
How long have you been here, the bistro actually?
Me operating the bistro, I've been here 2.5 years.
Okay.
So I've been operating the bistro here for 2.5 years.
But the bistro's been here
It's been here since Kaiser has been here. As far as a restaurant or a cafeteria, it was always run as pretty much a hospital cafeteria, but I've turned it into a bistro, where I want people to know it's a bistro inside a hospital or a facility, but it is not a hospital cafeteria, because we cook everything fresh. It's not where it's dumped out of a can and served. So all the foods are prepared every day fresh. That's what we do.
Thank you so much, Charmaine. That is, we have learned so much, and especially to open it to the public, and we're just going to let more people know about it here at the Eat Show. Yeah. Let me recap for a second. So the salsa, you make it fresh here daily, and we can get it also at Costco, any other places?
Yes, restaurants can get it through Cisco. They can actually order it through Cisco. But we make it fresh just for the bistro here, but we actually have a manufacturer who manufactures it to my specification for Costco.
Okay.
So it's manufactured for Costco and it's manufactured for Cisco. So they can get it through both of those distributors. So restaurants, when they want to order it, they can do that, or they can just go to Costco and buy it right at Costco.
That's awesome. Well, thank you so much, Charmaine. I know many are going to be excited to buy the salsa and just come here and eat. And I love letting the community know that this is open to the public here at the Eat Show. So you will have definitely a treat with the flavor of salsa in lots of different meals here. So come join Charmaine at Mama Vega's Bistro at Kaiser.
Layers upon layers of mouth-watering lasagna, made with the same passion when it was originally made generations ago. Passed down homemade recipes from Rome, Naples, Sicily, Bruzzese is not the only thing that makes Giovanni's Italian Deli and Delight unique, but with their own deli and keeping the home-style experience in the restaurant, they make sure you feel like guests in their home. The servers, the cooks, and even the owners greet you and visit your table to make sure you're satisfied until the last bite. But they don't stop there. Giovanni's wants to give you the opportunity to make your delicious Italian dishes at home, offering the best deli meats, cheeses, and authentic Italian ingredients from Italy in their deli in many markets. So, either at home or at the restaurant, authentic Italian food is ready for you at Giovanni's Italian Deli and Delights. Anyone who knows anything about Mexican food knows what's authentic and what's not. They also know handmade corn tortillas are not the norm, especially in a Mexican fast food restaurant. So where do you find such a place? Well, Mi Ranchito is just about everywhere. Take, for instance, our two Palmdale locations, one on the Boulevard and also at 47th Street East at Avenue S. You'll enjoy Mom's original mole recipe. Lancaster Avenue I. Try our chili relleno, and you'll see why it's a favorite through the years. Mi Ranchito, Victorville. Enjoy the same food consistency with fresh fruit waters and freshly squeezed juices, completing your meal. Mi Ranchito. I think they have a pretty good idea on what's real Mexican food and what's not. So with all the Mi Ranchito locations, there's bound to be one near you. The desert landscape at dusk is the perfect setting for fine dining at Foxy Steakhouse. When you enter the rustic dining area, mixed with authentic Western decor, that will surely put you in the mood for fine, tender meat that just melts in your mouth. Our menu boasts original recipes from scratch, made to order, that you could enjoy in our one-of-a-kind environment, either indoors or mosey out to our patio and enjoy the twilight of the evening as you gaze at city lights from across the desert. Our food is meticulously prepared by a staff boasting culinary experience from around the world. Every attention is paid to detail. Maybe you've forgotten there was fine dining at 60th West and Avenue G. Well, we thought this is the perfect time to remind you of what awaits you way out in the desert. The Foxy Steakhouse, 60th West and Avenue G, Lancaster.
With the best shrimp cocktail in the Antelope Valley, Sammy's Mexican restaurant is the place to satisfy your hunger. Dine in, drive through, or take out, convenient for any time and every meal of the day. With 15 years of love, put into the food and being family owned and operated shows with the personal touch of every plate and through the unique, authentic Mexican decor in the restaurant. Come on into Sammy's Mexican restaurant and relax with a margarita or have an ice-cold beer to wash down your meal. The array of the food on the menu is unmatched, from authentic Mexican recipes to fresh seafood. Try the sizzling fajitas right off the grill, straight to your plate. Breakfast, lunch, or dinner, Sammy's restaurant, authentic Mexican food is just like homemade.
Le Chien, a restaurant that is so unique, so special, that it has been hailed as one of the most romantic places to dine in the area. You're surrounded by the beauty of garden walkways, hearing streams of water fall from the old wooden water wheel. Perfect for your next party, wedding, or luncheon. Now, as you are seated, Chef Juan will give you inside details about how our dishes are prepared.
Shrimp escoffier?
Yes.
And you said with a little garlic?
Well, sauteed shrimps, butter, and then a touch of garlic, flambéed with a cream of sherry, cream, a little salt and pepper. It's wonderful.
Those of you who enjoy wine, thousands of bottles aging in our wine cellar are waiting to accompany your special meal. No need to travel to France to dine in a country inn by the side of the road, because it's all here at Le Chien.
We are at the Whole Wheatery with Cheryl, and not only a restaurant, but Cheryl has so many benefits here at the Whole Wheatery that we hope we can capture in this short time, but you'll have to come and visit. So Cheryl, I'd love to just talk about some of the other benefits. I particularly work with children a lot, and I'll see kids that all they've eaten is bowls of cereal in a day. I mean, what are some of the things you would tell a parent?
Well, if you want to start there, that's a great place, because my big thing is breakfast. It's a very important meal of the day. It means to break the fast. It actually helps maintain healthy blood sugar levels. For children, it's especially important for their brain function. Get those good omegas in there. If you start the day off with carbohydrates, you will crave carbohydrates all day. So you can try that little experiment for yourself. If you eat an egg or some yogurt or cottage cheese, it's totally different than eating a bowl of cereal. So I always tell people, break the fast, young or old, get started with something good nutrition for the day. Doesn't have to be complicated. A protein shake, a good quality yogurt with some probiotics in it, maybe some cottage cheese, maybe some fruit with some all-brand cereal in there, something good for you, but don't just start the day with sugar.
Good. And so if someone came in here and they were looking for a protein shake or something particular, where would they go to really find something that would be good for them?
Well, we have a fabulous staff, and I think that's probably what you're asking about. We have 4 licensed nutritionists. We have a doctor of homeopathy on staff on Sundays, and they can go over to customer service, find these people, and these people will direct them to what they're looking for. We'll ask you a series of questions like, do you have any allergies, dairy allergies? What kind of foods do you like? What do you don't like? What are your flavors that you like? Because some people want chocolate everything. Some people, when you say green, they panic. But you know what? If you just start with a good quality protein, add in whatever fruits you like, or throw in some vegetables. Don't be surprised when I say vegetables. It actually makes a great start for the day. And you can make your own little juice combination and find out what works for you.
And really, when you're eating those right things, you're not craving the bad things, are you?
Well, people think that natural foods cost more, and I say, yeah, they probably do initially. Good quality food does cost more than low quality food, but what you find is the sustainability of that food makes you actually be more productive, and it's going to cost you less because you're going to want to crave less all day long. So you're going to be satisfied sooner, and you're going to be satisfied longer. And I think that's what you're looking for with whole foods, whole grains, eating your vegetables, eating colors on your plate. Those are all really important things to do when you're picking foods for your daily consumption.
View the world differently. Change the way you value your life. Stop putting chemicals and unhealthy food in your body. Come make a change in the way you live, the natural way, at the Whole Wheatery. More than just a market where the best organic food, wine, and beer are, the whole Wheatery is where change begins. With certified nutritionists on staff to help you, 5,000 healthy and natural items in stock, and a successful history of 26 years, the whole Wheatery can make a healthy lifestyle easy for everyone. From natural, chemical-free makeup to organic dietary supplements, and even giftware from around the world, there's no doubt you'll find what's right for you. Make the change now. Start living the natural way. The whole Wheatery, making a change in your life.
What about staying green? You hear that a lot, and I imagine some folks don't really know what it means other than maybe recycling water bottles or plastic bottles or something, but you're very particular about that here, aren't you?
Well, there's a couple of things when you think about staying green that comes to mind for me. One is obviously sustainability of our planet. What do we do that nurtures and puts things back into the soil, so how we grow a product. So obviously we support organic farming and sustainable farming and biodynamic farming. Those things are very important to us. The kinds of choices we make for paper goods in the restaurant, what to-go cups we use, can they be recycled? Do we recycle in the back room? We're forever giving away cardboard and bubble wrap for people that are moving as opposed to dumping it in the dumpster. Green also means looking at the broad picture of your life. What impact do you have on your environment, and what impact does the environment have on you? I mean, it's very, very critical for us to eat a plate full of color, to have good greens in our life, to take in things that are important, that nourish and build as opposed to something that tears down. Green is life. That's where life comes from.
I love it, and you look fabulous in your green today.
That was unintentional, but yes, I do love green. It's my favorite color.
Yeah. So I hear sometimes you're on the speaker there when they're calling you. Can you be found just all over in the store here?
Oh, I generally try to hide. No, I'm kidding. I am all over. It's sort of as the business has evolved, your job sort of changes. What I love to do most is work with customers out on the store floor, but I have a terrific staff that does that. You know, we'll all pitch in whatever level we can, because I think sometimes somebody comes to you for one thing and somebody's expertise is in another area. You know, we have a young lady that focuses on a lot of aromatherapy and Bach flower remedies, and those deal with the emotional side of healing, whereas somebody else might know about the herbs and the dietary supplements. Or I might come along and say, but don't forget about your diet. Or the cosmetic lady will come around and talk about, well, what you put on your skin is very important too. Mm-hmm. So I think I'm all over the store. I like to be all over the store. I like to know what's going on in each department. You know, what do we have? What are we promoting in produce today? What's the hot topic in the herb world today? What's been on the news last night? Oh my heavens, what's coming in the back door?
That's wonderful. So you really keep up with change and find that you have to change yourself here, don't you?
Well, I think that's the key to survival. I mean, we've been here almost 26 years, and I think we started out as this little closet industry that only sold very specialty items to a very small segment of the population, and the goal was to sell these products to a much larger percentage of the world at a better price, and to teach people how to be self-responsible, how to take care and take charge of your own health. And so if you don't keep up on trends and what's happening, and you don't ever look at what is in the news and why it's in the news, because our industry is in the news all the time, for the good and the bad, and oftentimes those surveys and those pieces and tidbits of information, those sound bites that come out, aren't accurate. You have to look at what's behind the study that was done. You know, what kind of class of person was taken? Were they smokers or non-smokers? Were they people that didn't eat well or did eat well? What age group were they in? What demographics were they in? So there's a whole lot of stuff in the trends that you have to keep up with.
you also educate folks on certain nights of the week. Aren't there speakers too?
Oh, we've been so blessed over the years. We've had fabulous, incredible quality speakers. We've had local authors. We've had local people from the community, chiropractors, masseuse, acupuncturists doing demonstrations. But we've had people from our industry giants. I mean, we've had Dr. Michael Murray. We've had Julian Whitaker. One day maybe we'll get Andrew Weil. Who knows? We've had James Duke, who worked for the FDA, who was an herbalist. We've had so many people, and they come and they give free lectures to our customers. I mean, what can be better than that? These people are experts working on the forefront. They work with nutritional supplements. They're formulators. They're out in the field. They are the herbalists working in the fields. They're in with the indigenous cultures.
And it's free?
It's free. We love to do that service for our customers. Plus, we want people to meet the local people from the community. Come in, you never know. Maybe you'll end up with a free neck massage. Maybe you'll end up having, a spinal alignment done because we have somebody from the community in here. Maybe you'll even get a needle in your skin one day because the acupuncturist is here. So we don't care. We just want to educate folks on what choices are out there and introduce them to the folks in the community. We have a great website.
Okay.
Our website is terrific. Of course, it's www.thewholewheatery.com.
The Whole Wheatery?
The Whole Wheatery.
Okay.
And it's got everything. It's got the scientific database for all the herbs and vitamins and supplements you want to know about. It's got all of our upcoming lectures. It's got recipes oftentimes. It's got trends and happenings. It's got some coupons on it. It's got to meet our staff on it. You name it, we try to keep it updated. And it's a great little piece, a great little tool, because as I said, it has links to all of the supplement history, uses, interactions, drug interactions, all those kinds of things can be found on that website. Echinacea, back when I first started in this industry, was a product that nobody really even could pronounce. Now it's on the tips of everybody's tongues. People talk about it all the time. They pronounce it correctly. They use it correctly. They found all kinds of ways for it to be used. We're harvesting echinacea all over the world, and it's sustainably harvested, so we have a great crop of it. And this is something that's happened as a result of people's awareness, and the internet has brought awareness into the daily home.
I love it. I love it. Well, you won't go wrong. Amazing things to do here, and you can go online and find out about some of them. So come check it out. The Whole Wheatery with Cheryl and an awesome staff to just help us organically live in a really good place.